a fan of. I got Santa. I go monkey. All that. Gonna do just what I say. Pull up, practice Uber in that race. She so bad, but she said. I feel guilty, I might as well just plead my case. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. People take me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. Bad boys and they can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports.
As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Dak Prescott's Bears going up against Rodgers' Packers.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Shift together here from the D-line. And now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And now running right through it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Rodgers going to throw. Man open left side. It's Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets them 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Here's Darkwa. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. That is caught. It's Perriman. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Orleans Darkwa, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dontari Poe able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Prescott now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
For Prescott. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Left side, Williams. Past the 20. They give him a gain of 38.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Shaq Lawson coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down again. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 29. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Gurley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Prescott. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Newman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Here's Prescott. And fighting down inside the 25. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Prescott now. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Newman. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Third and short yardage. Prescott got his man complete over the middle. That's Newman. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Rodgers now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Preston Smith coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. They'll run with Darkwa. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, I thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
319.
On play action, it's Rodgers. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Another carry now for Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott from the gun. Forced out to his left. And he's got room. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. Able to power through. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Rodgers throwing on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's got his man on the out route. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Rodgers again now. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Prescott off play action. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. A first down throw for Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Four yards remaining now on second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Prescott. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this is caught inside the 5. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll run. Anderson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this is incomplete.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Lucky. You know that's one that he would love to have back. That should have been picked off. Threw that one into a crowd. He's just so fortunate the defender couldn't react fast enough and get his hands up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. They'll run again now with Darkwan. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there at 22. They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down. The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Running on 4th at Zach Line. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A gain of 4 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I have to tell you, this play call surprised me a bit here on 4th down. This isn't 4th and 1. They need a few yards here. But it's the element of surprise to give it to the fullback that I think ultimately is what's going to get them the first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Here's Rodgers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Here's Rodgers to throw. His throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. A quick hitter complete. It's Fitzgerald. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Rodgers now on first down. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good. Touchdown, Packers! Adrian Peterson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
319! 319 from the reset. Hey, easy.
They'll let Peterson try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On first down, it's Gurley. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcel Darius busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Prescott now. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 on the gain there. And that leads to a Chicago first down. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. On first and 10, Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Looking to throw. Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tate. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the red zone now, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football. But the guys in the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
They run again on 1st down. Peterson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jonathan Hankins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep depth, and this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A gain of 39 that time. In the red zone this time. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Defensively now, 1 more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their #1 running option that you've scouted and take away their #1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's into the end zone with no time left on the clock. And they're an extra point away from winning this game.
Break out the oxygen tanks, partner. The air just left this place. This crowd was in a frenzy. They thought they were going to win. Now they're just an extra point away from leaving here with a really disappointing loss.
And he has got it. And to borrow a baseball expression, they're going to walk off a winner. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Bears, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.